Right, guys and girls, welcome back to another video on my YouTube channel. It is today, let's have a look, 11 in the morning, so 11 minutes past 11 o'clock in the morning, Monday 15th of October 2018, and yeah, I'm just doing some 4K footage for you of Black Ops 4, Call of Duty Black Ops 4. I've been playing this like tons of it for the last few days, and I'm liking the actual sort of, I don't know, it looks, the gun I'm using at the moment right here with the actual silencer on it looks like the MP5 kind of, I would say, in Black Ops 4. I do like Black Ops 4 actually, by the way. I think it's much better than number 3. I couldn't get really much into number 3 a bit, but this kind of feels like Modern Warfare a little bit. It's got that Modern Warfare feel to it, not like the original games. But I've just recently bought it. I'm just trying to remember the thing actually. No, I can't see it anymore. Oh no, I've left it over there. I'll get that in a minute. Anyway, it's by Activision. I'm hoping they'll allow me to upload these clips and stuff because I'm actually adding my webcam to it today. This is the HD 1080p camera, Logitech C920. Now, I'm not really liking it that much, to be honest. I don't think it's, and I suppose in a way it's because I've been used to 4K and HDR, that my sensors have really gone off 1080p entirely. It might be to do with the webcam, it might be, I mean, to be honest, I'm looking at it on my screen here, and it looks okay when it's in small, but when you start getting it big and large and all of that, and you can start seeing that there's sort of something going on. And let's see if I click on here. I'll show you what I mean. When I get it like this, you can start seeing it's all going fuzzy. And you can see it's going a bit fuzzy down. And this is in 4K, so obviously I'm stretching it. So you're seeing the full sort of, and actually I've got it zoomed in as well. So that might be to do with it. So if I put it up here, back here I think. Back here? Yeah, back there. Anyway, so I was playing Black Ops 4, playing some free-for-all. I love hardcore free-for-all, and I'm just camping because everyone seems to be bloody camping on here entirely, guys and girls. You can't really get into a game at the moment, an actual proper full-on game, without actually meeting loads of campers or just people sitting in corners. So, to be honest, I'm just following the gang and they're following the people in there. Like, if you can't beat them, join them. So that's what I was doing. I was just sitting in corners or just moving around trying to find a decent corner, but then you end up getting shot. You end up getting spawn killed like shit times on this game as well. I've noticed this, get spawn killed. But I'm hoping at some point that they bring in the keyboard and mouse for the Xbox One. I'm playing this on the Xbox One X, so you're getting the 4K sort of system. I'm not too sure if it is in 4K. I know it's got HDR, so it's high dynamic range. I'm not recording this in HDR though because I don't think OBS, the Open Broadcaster, records it in like sort of HDR. I don't think there's a HDR mode for it. I hope they do bring it out. It would be interesting to see them bring it out in the future update. But yeah, it's a good game. Definitely a good game. I'm liking the Blackout mode on it, where basically it's a survival game, 100 people in one lobby, and you basically got to survive. It's a survival game. It's a bit like that Unknown Battlegrounds. That's a fantastic game, Unknown's Battleground, but they've got a lot of lag and stuff in it with the frame rates and all that kind of stuff, and I'm finding it not that great. But Blackout on this version of Black Ops 4, it's quite smooth. It's fantastic. The weapons in there, the customizations are fantastic. You can customize weapons, you can put like attachments and stuff on there, and it just feels like a Call of Duty. It doesn't feel like these Unknown Battlegrounds or survival games or Fortnite. It doesn't feel like Fortnite, it doesn't feel like the Battlegrounds. It just feels like it's a Call of Duty game, but in a sort of a battlegrounds, which I find is absolutely fantastic. I might do some footage if you guys and gals enjoy this episode. I'm rendering this in 4K, so it'd just be standard 4K, no HDR. But the HDR on it, when you play it for yourself in high dynamic range, just blew me away. There's no campaign in it though. I'm really annoyed that there's no campaign in it. That should have been priority, is to have the campaign in it. Instead they've got this sort of like tutorial thing where you're getting used to the characters, where they show you the characters' names and what they do, and there's little cutscenes, film clips and all that. Also, I'm liking the zombies on it as well, where you've got like sort of a Greek sort of Templar sort of zombies. It goes round, tries to kill you, and then you've got these sort of like gladiators. It just gets in, and then they've got this sort of Egyptian style, sort of Egypt, all intertwined into one map. And they've got like 2 maps, zombie maps, story mode maps, and then you've got your standard ones where you've got 2 standard versions of the same game, but it's a normal survival, just surviving for the rounds and try and get to the highest round. There's also a round for zombies where you can compete with other people for the highest points. So you collect these sort of like coins. Everything's unlocked for free, so you get all your weapons, your customizations, and all your perks and all that intertwined into one. I haven't played it yet, but I will do probably a video at some point. I'm recording this from my PC at the moment, so this is using my GTX 1070. I won't get a 2070 because I'm sure that's going to be flipping expensive at some point, and maybe they might not have that real-time rendering software in it, the RTX thing, the realism thing, where it's sort of reflections and shadows and lightning and all that kind of entwined in together, and where you could see reflections of flames coming off the windows at the back. I don't think many games support that at the moment and all that. Considering Mafia 3, I believe, and Call of Duty, or some of the new Call of Duty games, so whether that's going to happen or not. But besides this game, it's a fantastic game. I like actually just sitting in the corner, camping and stuff. That's my style of gameplay. Also, because I'm actually forced to camp, because there's people in this game is actually camping. But yeah, like I was saying as well, I would like keyboard and mouse support for the Xbox One. Obviously, we're getting it, but whether it's going to come to all games or not, or whether it's going to come to real-time strategy games instead, we don't know yet. I'm hoping this doesn't get flagged, because when I did a 2K19 of WWE, that's still on my YouTube channel, and that's actually blocked worldwide for some bloody reason. I don't know why. I think it might be down to YouTube themselves blocking it when it's actual game, and I think maybe YouTube thinks it's actually not a real game, and they think it's the TV show, which is ridiculous, because you can tell whether the game is real or not, whether it's a TV show, because of the clips and stuff in it. And maybe it's because the entrances, I have no idea, but I wanted to do some 2K19 gameplay footage for you, but unfortunately I might have to get in touch with YouTube about it, because I haven't had a reply off them yet, so I might have to get back in touch with them and see what's going on, and why they're actually blocked me on it for, when it's only a gameplay and footage and me just talking over it. You're not hearing any music in the background, so it's ridiculous. Also, what we got at the moment, PS5's coming out. Don't know when, but it's been confirmed. PS5. Most likely it'll come out in, well, they reckon it's going to come out in 2020. But I think it might come out before then. I think it might come out next year. My guess is next year for PlayStation 5. And hopefully they have Nvidia's new architecture on there, the RTX. Hopefully they have that integrated into the PS5, because that would be awesome if they had that real-time sort of reflections and realism and stuff real-time rendering system on there. I think they need to bring photorealism into the next generation consoles, and eventually, I was saying to a friend of mine, eventually graphics cards are going to be sort of extinct. There's not going to be eventually any graphics cards eventually, because you're going to have that sort of system we're going to go in, where we're just going to have cloud technology, and it's going to get just clouds only. It's going to be based off the internet, so you're going to be rendering and processing and playing video games at the same time, but using your internet or web browsers. Apparently Google's come up with a new thing I've been reading about. Where is it? Which says Naughty Dog does Sony PlayStation's Killer Studio already have a PS5 game? What's this other stuff here? What is that? Google Cloud Gaming. Let's have a look. Shadow Cloud Gaming, apparently always upgrading and updated. Shadow upgrades to stay at the cutting edge at no additional cost. Right now, the world's most powerful cloud gaming service, available for $34.95 a month. 12 gigabytes of DDR4 memory, 250 gigabytes of secure storage, 1 gigabyte of internet included. Oh, that's probably dedicated threads. That's probably the PCs or something. Where is it? Because they've got a new thing where they render through the web browser. I think they did it with another game actually. I should make sure my thing hasn't got off the picture. So, oh, here we go. It's got off again. Hang on. Media. There we go. Just put this back on and set. Sorry about this, guys and girls. Alright. With Project X Cloud, Xbox wants to bring gaming anywhere. Also with Project X Cloud, so that's the new thing. Cloud gaming could untether games from the hardware we use to run Behemoth, AWS, Google, which has Google Play, and Google Cloud. So they're doing it and stuff, but they've been doing it with Assassin's Creed, I believe, the new one, with Odyssey, which the thing is, that'd be, if they get rid of graphics cards completely, I don't know what people's going to do, especially if people's internets go down, and then you're playing games through the internet, and then suddenly the internet cuts out, literally cuts out completely, and then that means you can't play the game because you need the internet to play it. So what are they going to do for backup then, guys and girls? Let us know in the comments below. But what are the ones we got at the moment? Yeah, I think we definitely need keyboard and mouse support. I find the keyboard and mouse is much faster than the control pad, especially if you're using a gaming keyboard and a gaming mouse. At the moment, I've got the Corsair, and I've got, I think this is the X25, I think it's called. I believe this is the X25. But yeah, this is quite fast. It's got like sort of like an aiming thing on it. The accuracy is really good on it as well. Yeah, this is the one here. This is the one I'm using. This one here. I've had this for a while actually, by Corsair actually, and this has got like sort of a little button here with a target on it. So it's a target button. Then you've got your little coloured buttons there. And then you've got your little scroll thing up there. So it's pretty cool. And I'm also using my SteelSeries mechanical keyboard as well. Very good. I've had this for a while now. And this would be absolutely fantastic. Also, if they could make Xbox One use any headphones on the Xbox One. Literally, just plug anything in and they just work. A lot of the SteelSeries headsets, also Sony headsets should work on there, or USB actually headsets should work there as well. If you've got like a USB cable, the ones I've got at the moment are the Astros A10s. This is the A10s, and I just plug them into my Xbox One, and then that's just a plug and play, and it's fantastic. I think it's like sort of Dolby Atmos surround sound. so you can put it in here much clearer. But the thing is, with these ones, only comes with your standard 3.5mm jack, which is this here. That's your 3.5mm jack there. And this is actually gold, so gold is more conductive than your normal coppered ones. So it's actually giving a better signal, great sound and all that. Anyway, 11:24 already. Might be doing some more footage of this. But yeah, if you've been playing Call of Duty Black Ops 4, if you're enjoying it yourself as well, let us know in the comments below, guys and girls. This is in 4K. This will be uploading. It'll take a while to upload. Because it's about 20-30 minutes long, maybe, I don't know. I have to check because it doesn't really tell you how long in the OBS, how long I've been recording for, roughly. But anyway, cheers all for watching, guys and girls. Stay safe. Tell me what you think of the webcam here as well, if you think it's any good, because it seems to focus in quite well. It focuses in really good, and then it goes out of focus and then comes back in straight away. Anyway, stay safe. I'll see you on the next episode of my gaming things, but hopefully Activision or YouTube, hopefully they don't sort of block this video this time round, because all I'm doing is just the talking over it, and I've got the webcam as well this time. Cheers for watching. Thank you for watching the Anthony Kenneth Bishop channel. I'll see you soon.